All right, America, gather round. We have something important to discuss today. Let's talk about TikTok. Yes, that app your kids are absolutely obsessed with, the one they can't seem to put down, the one with the endless scroll of dance crazies, cooking hacks, and, let's be honest, the occasional cat video that makes everyone smile. Seems harmless enough, right? Just a fun app for sharing short videos. Well, the US government seems to think otherwise. You see, TikTok is owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance, and that's where things get complicated. Lately, some folks in Washington have been getting their knickers in a twist about it. They're raising concerns left and right. They're worried about what might happen. What if it falls into the wrong hands? They're picturing the Chinese government scrolling through your teenagers' dance videos and thinking, aha, now! We know their weakness. It sounds almost comical, but the concerns are real. So, the US government gave ByteDance an ultimatum: sell TikTok to an American company or face a nationwide ban. It's a high-stakes game. And guess what? The deadline is January 19th. The clock is ticking, the pressure is on. That's right, things are about to get real. The future of TikTok in America hangs in the balance. Now, the US government isn't exactly known for its light touch when it comes to, well, anything. But their concerns about TikTok aren't entirely unfounded. They're worried that the Chinese government could force ByteDance to hand over user data. Imagine a world where your embarrassing karaoke attempts become valuable intel for a foreign power. The government also claims that TikTok's algorithm could be used to spread propaganda or censor content. Basically, they're worried that China could use TikTok to manipulate what Americans see and believe. Now, ByteDance has repeatedly denied these claims. They argue that they operate independently of the Chinese government and that US user data is stored securely outside of China. But as we all know, trust is a fickle beast, especially in the world of international politics. So, what did TikTok do when faced with a potential ban? They lawyered up, of course. TikTok filed an emergency motion to block the US government's order. They argued that the government was overstepping its bounds and that a ban would violate the First Amendment rights of TikTok's users. It was a bold move, and for a while it seemed like it might actually work. A federal judge actually ruled in TikTok's favor, temporarily blocking the ban. It was a small victory for TikTok, but the fight was far from over. The US government appealed the ruling and the legal battle raged on. In the meantime, TikTok remained available for download and millions of Americans continued to dance, lip sync and share their lives on the platform. The TikTok saga has far-reaching implications for the digital world. It's not just about one app, it's about a broader issue. It's about the future of the internet and its openness. If the US government can ban TikTok, what's stopping them from banning other foreign-owned apps? WeChat? Anyone? Alibaba? Think about it carefully. This could set a dangerous precedent for the future. It could lead to a more fragmented internet with different countries blocking access to apps and services they deem a threat. This could stifle innovation and limit our access to information and entertainment. Now you might be thinking, this is all very well and good, but what about precious TikTok videos? What about all those hours spent perfecting dance routines, lip syncs and comedy skits? What about the creators who rely on the platform for their livelihood? The influencers who have built their entire careers on TikTok? And you wouldn't be wrong to ask. It's a valid concern that many share. A ban on TikTok would be a major blow to the millions of creators and businesses that use the platform. Imagine the impact on small businesses that have found a niche audience through TikTok. It would be like suddenly losing a huge chunk of their audience overnight. The engagement, the followers, the community they've built would all be at risk. TikTok stars would have to find new platforms to showcase their talents, which isn't always easy. Building a following from scratch on a new platform can be daunting, and businesses would have to scramble to find new ways to reach their customers. Marketing strategies would need to be overhauled and new platforms would need to be learned. But TikTok isn't taking this line down. They are fighting back with everything they've got. They argue that a ban would be devastating, not just for the company, but for the millions of users who have made TikTok a part of their daily lives. The app has become a cultural phenomenon, a place where people connect, create and share. Losing it would be a significant loss for the digital community. So, what's next for TikTok? Will it survive the US government's scrutiny? Or will it become another casualty in the ongoing tech war between the US and China? Honestly, nobody knows for sure. It's a complicated situation with no easy answers. It all depends on whether TikTok can convince the US government that it poses no threat to national security. They need to prove that they can be trusted with user data. If they can do that, they might just be able to dance their way out of this mess. But if they can't, well, let's just say things could get a lot quieter on the internet. The TikTok saga raises some serious questions about the future of the internet and our digital freedoms. It's not just about one app, it's about the broader implications for how we interact online. Where do we draw the line between national security and censorship? This is a debate that has been ongoing for years, and TikTok has brought it to the forefront once again. How much control should governments have over the apps and services we use? Should they have the power to ban or restrict access to certain platforms? And what are the implications of a more fragmented internet for free speech and global communication? A divided internet could mean different rules and access depending on where you are in the world. These are complex questions with no easy answers. The legal and ethical considerations are vast and varied, but they're questions we need to be asking ourselves. Engaging in these discussions is crucial for shaping a fair and open digital future, because the answers will shape the future of the internet as we know it. The decisions made today will impact generations to come. So, the next time you're scrolling through TikTok, take a moment to think about the bigger picture. Consider the broader context of your digital interactions. Think about the delicate balance between security and freedom. It's a tightrope walk that requires careful consideration and informed debate. And maybe, just maybe, share this video with your friends. Spark a conversation about these important issues, because this is a conversation we all need to be having. The future of our digital world depends on it.